New Google AI laptop just changed everything. Google just announced a brand new laptop, and it is not a Chromebook. It's called the Google Book. And the moment I saw what this thing actually does, I had to make this video. Because this is not just another laptop. Google has rebuilt the entire concept of what a laptop even is from the ground up around AI, specifically around Gemini. And the features they've put inside this thing are genuinely unlike anything any other laptop maker has shipped. Let me walk you through exactly what this is, why it matters, and what it actually means for the way you work every single day. First, what even is a Google Book? Google announced this just days ago. It's a new category, not a Chromebook refresh, not a rebrand. Completely new type of laptop built from scratch around Gemini intelligence. And Google is partnering with Acer, Asus, Dell, HP, and Lenovo to make these things happen. Premium hardware, multiple sizes, and a launch window set for this fall. 15 years ago, Google introduced the Chromebook. That was their answer to the laptop market. Cheap, browser-based, cloud-first. Worked. Schools loved them. Businesses adopted them. They sold hundreds of millions of units. But now, Google is essentially saying that era is over. The Google Book is what comes next. And here's where it gets interesting. The entire laptop experience, starting with the most basic thing on your screen, has been redesigned around AI. Think about the cursor. You've used a cursor your whole life. You move it around. You click. That's basically it. The cursor hasn't changed in decades. Apple didn't change it. Microsoft didn't change it. Nobody touched it. Google just changed it. They built something called the magic pointer. And this is the feature that made me stop scrolling when I first saw it. The magic pointer is your cursor, but it's connected to Gemini at the system level. So instead of just pointing and clicking, you wiggle the cursor and Gemini activates. Right there. In the moment. Based on exactly what's on your screen. It's out a date in an email. It offers to book a meeting. Select a photo of your sofa and a photo of a new couch you're thinking about buying. It visualizes them together in the same room. No app switching. No copy pasting. No opening a new tab. The AI reads your screen, understands what you're looking at, and hands you the next step before you even asked for it. Alexander Kusher, Google's senior director of Android tablets, explained it like this. They took Gemini intelligence and made the pointer truly smart and intelligent. And that's exactly what it is. The cursor has become the interface. AI is not a sidebar app. It's the actual thing you're using to navigate your laptop. That's a pretty significant shift in how computing works. And it's only the beginning of what this laptop does. The second big feature is called Create Your Widget. This is where it gets really useful for anyone running a business or trying to stay organized. You prompt Gemini, just type what you want, and it builds a custom widget for your desktop. Gemini pulls from the internet, pulls from your Gmail, pulls from your Google Calendar, and builds you a personalized dashboard right on your screen. Google gave an example of someone planning a family reunion in Berlin. You prompt Gemini. Pulls your flights, your hotel booking, your restaurant reservations, and puts a countdown right on your desktop. All in one widget. On prompt. Done. Think about this for your actual work. If you're running a business, managing clients, tracking projects, you could build a widget that shows your most urgent emails, your next 3 meetings, and your open tasks, all on your desktop. No tab switching. Dashboard hunting. Just a glance and you know exactly where things stand. For anyone inside the AI Profit Boardroom, we are already building out a full Google Book playbook. How to set up your widgets, how to use the magic pointer for client work, content creation, lead generation. And we've got 4 live coaching calls every week where you can ask questions about your exact setup and get real answers from people who are deep in this stuff. The 2,800 business owners are already inside. If you want step-by-step tutorials on how to get more done and automate your work using the Google Book's AI features and the AI tools that plug into it, link is in the description or go to aiprofitboardroom.com. Now, let's talk about the third big thing, the phone integration. This is something nobody else is doing at this level. Because the Google Book runs on a foundation built on Android, your Android phone and your Google Book are essentially one device. You can open your phone apps directly on your laptop, not a mirrored screen, not a workaround. Actual phone apps running on your laptop screen. So if you use an app that only exists on your phone, you can open it straight from the Google Book. And there's a feature called Quick Access, which lets you browse your phone's files directly from the Google Book file browser. No cables, no Bluetooth transfer, no emailing yourself files. You just access it like it's already on your laptop. For anyone who runs a business across multiple devices, this removes a genuinely painful friction point. How many times have you taken a photo on your phone, then had to email it to yourself, download it, then use it somewhere? That workflow is gone on a Google Book. It's one ecosystem, on Flow. And Google built this on a combined Android and Chrome OS foundation. They've been quietly merging these 2 operating systems for years. Leaks of something codenamed Aluminum suggested this was coming, and now we're seeing it materialize as the platform that runs the Google Book. You get Android apps from Google Play. You get Chrome for browsing. And you get Gemini baked into the system layer below all of it. Microsoft has been pushing its AI PC story hard over the last 2 years. Copilot branding, system-level features, AI chips. Apple has its own tightly woven hardware and software story. Google's answer is Android plus Chrome plus Gemini plus partner hardware. Fourth path. And for the first time, it feels like a genuinely competitive one. Let's talk about what we don't know yet, because this matters. Google has not confirmed pricing, haven't revealed the chips inside these things. They haven't named specific models. They've told us premium hardware and variety of form factors and this fall. That's it. So there are real unknowns here. Here's what we do know. Google is working with 5 of the biggest laptop manufacturers on Earth. Acer, Dell, Lenovo. These are not budget partners. These are the companies that build the machines sitting on the desks of enterprise companies, schools, and professionals worldwide. Google is clearly aiming for premium. And the Glow bar, a rainbow light bar on the lid that visually identifies a Google Book, suggests they want this to have a distinct identity in the market. The Chromebook had no identity. It was just a cheap laptop. The Google Book is being positioned as a premium device that happens to run Google's AI stack at the hardware level. And that distinction matters a lot, because when AI lives at the system level, not just as an app you open, but as the thing that runs underneath your cursor, underneath your widgets, underneath your phone integration, it changes how you work in ways that are hard to fully explain until you experience them. Think about how you use your laptop right now. You open a browser, you open a tab, you open another tab, you switch between apps, you copy something from one place and paste it somewhere else, you hunt for the file you know you saved somewhere. You do this hundreds of times a day, and you've accepted that this is just how it works. The magic pointer is Google's bet that AI can cut most of that friction in half. You point at something, Gemini reads it, offers you the obvious next step. You click once. That's the vision. The Create Your Widget feature is Google's bet that people don't want to open 5 different apps to get a picture of their day. They want one screen, personalized to them, built by AI, updated in real time. And they want to build it with a sentence, not a settings menu. And the phone integration is Google's bet that the future of computing is not one device in one place. It's a fluid experience across your phone, your laptop, and whatever else you carry. Now, what does this mean for you as someone running a business, managing a team, or trying to get more done every day? Here's the honest answer. The Google Book isn't out yet. It's coming this fall. So right now, you can't buy one. The decisions you make in the next few months about how you work, which tools you use, and how deeply you build AI into your daily workflow, those decisions are going to matter a lot by the time this hardware lands. Because the Google Book is not going to teach you how to use AI. It assumes you already know. The magic pointer is only useful if you know what to ask for. Widgets are only useful if you understand what data to pull and why. The phone integration is only useful if you already have a workflow that spans devices. People who are already working with AI every day, already building automations, already using Gemini and other tools to handle tasks that used to take hours, they are going to sit down with a Google Book and immediately know what to do with it. People who have not started yet are going to open it, wiggle the cursor, see a suggestion, and not know what to do next. That gap is real, and it's widening every month. What's also worth noting is how Google framed the competition without naming it. They didn't say we're beating Windows or we're better than Apple. They just said we built the first laptop design from the ground up for AI. And then they listed features that Microsoft's Copilot Plus laptops don't have. The Magic Pointer has no equivalent in Windows. Create Your Widget is more integrated than anything Microsoft has shipped. And the Android phone bridge is something Apple does within its own ecosystem, but only if you use a Mac and an iPhone. Google is doing it for Android users, which is the majority of the world. This is Google making a direct play for the next decade of computing. And they're doing it by asking a different question than everyone else. Not how do we put AI into a laptop, but what would a laptop look like if we built it around AI from day one? The answer is the Google Book, and it's arriving this fall. Here's what to pay attention to between now and launch. Watch the pricing announcement. If Google Books come in significantly cheaper than comparable Windows AI PCs, Google wins the market. If they're priced like premium Macs or high-end Dells, the question becomes, does the AI experience justify the cost against what Windows Copilot Plus is offering? Watch which chip partners Google announces. The chip inside determines how much of the Gemini processing happens locally on the device versus in the cloud. Local processing means it works faster and without an internet connection. Cloud-dependent processing means it's only as good as your Wi-Fi. That detail will tell you a lot about how serious Google is about making this feel native and instant. And watch what happens to Chromebook pricing. If Google quietly discounts Chromebooks this fall, that tells you they know Google Book is eating its predecessor's lunch. If Chromebooks stay the same, schools and budget buyers keep buying them, and Google Book targets a different market entirely. The laptop market is at an inflection point. Microsoft is pushing AI PCs. Apple is doubling down on Apple Intelligence. And Google just announced a device category that didn't exist 3 weeks ago. All three of them are making the same fundamental bet that the next generation of computers will be defined by AI at the hardware level, not just as a feature you turn on, but as the core thing the machine was built to do. Inside the AI Profit Boardroom, we've already got tutorials lined up walking through exactly how to build Gemini workflows, the kind of automations that are going to plug directly into what the Google Book is doing. Widget prompts, phone to laptop workflows, AI assisted task management, 4 coaching calls every week where we go deep on how to build this into your business. 2,800 members, many of them already running Gemini inside their day-to-day operations. Full prompt library, 30-day roadmap, and a member map so you can find and connect with people near you who are working on the exact same stuff. If you want to hit the ground running the moment Google Book ships, link is in the description, or go to aiprofitboardroom.com. And if you want the free version, all the video notes from this episode, plus access to a community of over 67,000 people working with AI every day, join the AI Success Lab. Link is in the comments and description. Free right now. Go grab it.